So back again, people, with part 3 of the Moxley Martha story. Martha Moxley. Marky. Anyways, I had to go about doing this part and a different part because of the simple fact, going all over this is friggin' long, man. There's a lot of stuff to look into this case, and where we were on the map, and I just wanted to show something. Where the hell did it go? Where my map go? Like I said, I wanted to show this again before I get into the next step. And the reason why I'm doing this again is to show you, quite frankly, why I believe that the two brothers had something to do with this one thing. You know, not only that we find out that Michael's a pervert and likes to go into people's windows and peeping Tom, and come to find out that in my eyes, I think this whole family got something wrong with them. And I think they tag teamed, or better yet, I'm sure Thomas, or whatever his name is, Tommy, maybe didn't realize his brother was overlooking in on his ordeal he was trying to have with this girl. But as soon as that Martha was starting to wanting to get out of there and knew what she was getting herself into, which I think, like I said, she had a huge crush on this kid. I don't know why. They didn't look too bright or good looking back in the day in my eyes. Look like a bunch of doofy looking punks. But why am I saying that I think both of them had tag teamed on catching her and beating her, let alone, Michael skank. I mean, like I said, here we go, we're at the pool. Everything supposedly happened at the pool. And I think, right, she was getting forced into something she didn't want to do. Michael was over here or something, watching like a pervert he is. She might have even caught a glimpse of him, watching and something. And maybe she felt uncomfortable with that too, and didn't like any of the ordeal going on, and just, hey, I want out of here, but nope, get out there, and a big wrestling match probably came out, and so I mean, yeah, she probably, I'm gonna take a shortcut thing. Bear with me, I'm climbing through my fence hole. So anyways, getting all this commotion going on. I'm showing you the picture tonight as she was running away probably. And of course the site of the fatal attack. And then body found. They beat her there, brought her body over there. Stupid teenagers at that time. And the only reason why I say this and bringing up this again, because of the autopsy. Now, head to the side, in the back of the head. Now, it would be pretty damn difficult to try and strike someone that you're attacking from the front and get this side golf club hitting the temple. Now, it goes on to say here, bring you down here. Steve Carroll described in indentation of left temple, indentation, on the left temple leading from the eye towards the top of the ear. So, right there. That means whoever had the golf club smacked her right dead in center to the temple. You got a good swing on them, huh? Little jerk bags. Oh, man, these are gonna be a pain in my ass. And then, was depressed as was blood-soaked hair. This most probably occurred as the victim's head rested on the broken portion of the golf club shaft. Upon death, seized and indentation became fixed. So I'm thinking that she got whacked there, and then the victim had 4 injuries to the right rear of the head, of which one had visible skull fractures. Dr. Dane Howard noted that the lacerations to the scalp on the October 31st, 1975, and both doctors stated that these types of wounds to the head would be oozed blood, not pumped. So I mean, quite frankly to me, that the golf club did this, and it was a 6-iron, I believe they found. So them 6-irons are like very thin. So there wouldn't be no doubt in my mind you whack someone in the friggin' skull. And this is what I think she did as she was running. Right. Now this is the thing. I would like to know which one of these brothers are left-handed. Because if you find out whether or not one of them or both of them are left-handed, that right there is going to give you the killer, because as you can see, a left-handed person would hit to the left-hand side of the head. Or left, you know what I'm saying, the left-hand side of the head. Am I saying that right? Yeah. But to me, of course, the killer in my eyes was left-handed, and took that golf club and went wham right in the side of the head, left-handed. And then the back, as she fell, got cracked as she fell forward, probably. Then they proceeded to take 2 hands and smack it in the back of the skull. And as she was laying there, this poor girl probably died with a slow death. Boy, I'm telling you, just thinking of that, it's just like, wow, right? Because she was bleeding, and I'm sure they put her and threw her down, as they said, to soak hair of blood. So they must have threw her, and she's probably laying on her right side of the body, I would say, when they found her, I guess. But either or, when they dragged the body from the, where the site was happening, the brutal attack happened, and dragged her, I'm sure she lost all that blood and died slowly. So, I mean, to me, who's ever left-handed is the one that gave her the good whack to the skull. Now, yeah, it could be that they're both left-handed, but you know what? In my family, that's one thing. I don't even know if these people, like they said, this whole case was poorly overlooked. And I know my older brother is left-handed, and my son's left-handed. Other than that, everybody else in my family, we do, I believe, I can say, kinda can use our left hands. I know I can, but I can't really write good with it. I'm sure if I practiced, I would be able to. But yeah, having a skipped generation and my son being left-handed, not everybody in the family has to be left-handed. So I mean, there's a thing right there that the cops probably didn't even think about throughout this case, because yeah, it was all discarded and, like they said, poorly looked at. So right, but later on in the future, I mean, I don't know how this Skank Michael got caught and put in jail, but obviously it wasn't good enough to even keep him. So I mean, yeah, he got let out. Now he's roaming free. And of course, his Kennedy blood talking about how I'm a Kennedy and I'll get away with this. It's just fucking sick. It's sick. It's a demented world, and when money and power combined, you get stuff like this. So, I mean, for that being said, I mean, yeah, if you want to open up this case, whoever paid off the cops, and who even knows if the original evidence even still exists, which it probably don't. Like I said, poorly, overlooked. Everything's probably by now. If there's anything original, it's what is there to keep this guy Skankle out of the friggin' jail, So, I mean, that being said on that part, I mean, and then what else I want to do is go over the next, I should go over it now. Where is he? Yeah, my goal in life. That's my goal in life. But that leads to the proposition, like I said, of this next poor bastard that got indicted right here. This guy. This poor guy gets the blame for it. Now, like I said in my previous video, this guy asked Michael Skankle of, did you kill this animal, bird, or something? I forget what the hell it was. Might even have been a rabbit. And, he said, of course I did, or something stupid. But, admitting to it. And this is like months after the murder itself, and why they didn't, they skipped through everything on this case. I think this guy wrote a book or something, but it's just insane what was overlooked in who was involved and what was said, and just this little bit of evidence that they do have, and everything I've gone over in the past 3 videos. It's like, wow, what the hell else is in this case that is overlooked? And that's the power of the politician, my friends, that will allow you to get nothing but yourself set free. Sick, man. It is sick. It is a sick world we live in. What I would like to do, I would like to go out and see the lay of this land, though. It's like I said, with the map here and how the house is here, and then you got this part over here. Everything, to me, don't really match up, and I like to take a trip out there one day when I get the chance to check out the lay of the land. But like I said, I think this is very, very been altered. Everything that's happened has been altered in this area. Because like I said, just this little bit of why they have this and how they have this, it just makes no sense. It's like anything else I look up on and try and, redeem in my head and think about. This one's a very, very bizarre and strange case that's, got my mind friggin' working overtime. I would love to go. Pretty bad when you gotta walk into the fire pit because I can't see because the rubber light shining on my face. I'd love to go out and do these. If there was a thing that you could do, that would be neat, something neat. You got these escape rooms. How about someone makes up these murder scenes that you can go to that are unsolved and look around? That's what I'd like to have someone make up and do. And if I could get the permission to go throughout this land and see maybe if there was something overlooked or missed, that's what I'd like to do. But it's all here black and white, people, man. This dirtbag got his ass out of jail. Right here, Mr. fucking Skankle the pervert. Gonna go outside jerking off in people's windows. This poor innocent girl here that looks nothing but merely a, intelligent, humble person. Just got caught up in a wrong kind of crush. And I don't mean the crush with the movie there with the psychopath girl. But, you know, just little love things that girls go through at times, the teenagers. You know, it's sad to say that crush sometimes leads to murder. And this one definitely is a murder that friggin' will never, I highly ever think will be solved because of the people who are involved right there. And being related to Mr. Kennedy himself, these manipulating people, these sex-crazed people that just, you know, think their shit don't stink top of the world, you know, whatever. You people, in ways, the only thing I can say that came good out of this is that half the Kennedys are dead. Yeah, that's right. You all got your karma that bit you right back up in your ass. Ha ha ha. But anyways, until the next video, yeah, look at this little dork. I don't know how anybody, you could say Martha had some standards. The gold girl, you got your standards in men, and he wasn't one of them, because, yeah, I'll put him out there, little freaking pervert. He even looks like a pervert. Little sick bastard. What, couldn't get the women in them days there, Mr. Michael Skank? Cole? Yeah, that's right, I'm talking to you, buddy. Hope you rot in hell when you do die, you piece of shit. Sick world we live in, sick world, and you need to, like I say every night after my videos now, be safe, take care, beware. Because money and power bring you this. Sick bastards. And you could just be that one innocent person like her. Out.